Music is a universal art form. It speaks to everyone. It tells everyone's story. And that's magnified when you're coming to see something as wonderful as Sheryl Crow and Jason Isbell spending an evening with us.
Art is what sustains us through all of our history. It is what documents who we are at any given moment.
I'm very glad that the places that exist like this exist, because you can go see something that a human has done.
For me, art is the great hope. Can we rock the Met?
Can we please?
The Metropolitan Museum of Art is an icon that has art from 5,000 years of human history from all across the globe. It's in an iconic building on Fifth Avenue, and even just the approach of the building, coming up these magnificent sets of stairs, creates a special event for a visitor to the institution. And then walking through these large doors and entering into a space such as the Great Hall, it really elevates your spirit, and it elevates your view of art. You know that you're here to see something special. And within it, we have everything from tiny little objects to these beautiful rooms and these beautiful structures. And some of the most beautiful spaces in New York, like the Temple of Dendur and the Egyptian wing, or the American wing with the bank facade. These are very, very special spaces to visitors and to those of us that work here. People come to the Met from all over the world. We're a tourist destination, but we're also a museum for New Yorkers. And we are here to provide all kinds of inspiration and to let people just learn about their history or other people's history. It's a place where the world comes together. The musical instrument collection here is one of the many 18 departments of the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And we celebrate music from across time and across culture. The Met has the oldest piano in the world, made in Florence in 1720. We have beautiful violins by Antonio Stradivari, by the Amati family, and others. We have magnificent drums from Africa and ancient Chinese instruments. We like to think of musical instruments as art that makes art. Right now, we're celebrating a magnificent new gift of hundreds of American guitars. We're going to grow this part of our collection, the 20th century musical instrument story, which is the music of our own time. With this new collection coming in, we can welcome in Sheryl Crow, a fantastic guitarist, pianist, all-around musician who got to play some of our new instruments and also to play some of our old instruments. And then, of course, Jason Isbell, the extraordinary guitarist and songwriter who came in and got to look at a lot of our old and new guitars that are part of the collection. Among those pieces were things like the very first guitar made by Leo Fender. We had some really early Gibson guitars, wonderful flat tops, a famous D45 from pre-World War II, and really get to interact with the instruments and with both Sheryl and Jason. One of the things I love about bringing musicians in is when they see the collection, it's like Christmas morning. It really is like a wow moment. So to have living artists who can play music of our own time on special instruments is extremely special. It's magical. Isn't that cool as a pianist?
I come to a place like this, and it shows me how old we are. It shows me that people gave their hearts, their soul, their time, and their desire, and also their need to document who they were at any given moment in our evolution. So when I'm in a place like this, I know my days are numbered, but my art will live on, and your art will live on, and whatever you leave behind you, if it is art, if it's a painting, if it's a book, if it's a poem, whatever it is, it touches and it changes the molecules, and it resonates, it vibrates at a higher level. And that's why we all react. That's why we all feel something. I don't know anything else that does that.
Having Sheryl and Jason here, two world-class musicians, two amazing performers, two wonderful people, to sit in a room of magnificent art with a small audience was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to hear their stories as living artists who practice this musical art form alongside this beautiful visual art, and to talk about what art means to them, to talk about what it means to them to be a part of a long tradition. It was an extremely special evening to be a part of.